Let's give some love to the sounds of spirit. Linda on piano, Matt on drums, and Oliver on bass. And so let us join together and sing out, We Let the Love. Let's rise if you feel like it. And let this loving joy just lift us all. Time for peace. Yeah, yeah. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be.
Good morning. I'm Kevin Busey, and it is my joy to welcome you this morning to Universal Spirit Center. So whoever you are, wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are welcomed here. We're so glad that you're with us here this morning. And we welcome all of you who join us online as well. You join us from all over the world, and we're so glad you're part of our community, part of our center. So we welcome you as well. So if you're in this room, you might feel a little extra holiness here. Do you feel that? A little extra grace and holiness? Yeah, that's because we have a Buddhist monk visiting, Bante Sujata, visiting us. He'll be speaking to us this morning. So that's the first reason why we're feeling extra holy this morning. The second reason we're feeling it is one of our own has become a minister this last week, Reverend Lydia Joy Ayers in the back there. It's official. She was been on a journey for 7 years to complete ministerial studies, 7 years, and on Monday it became official. So we're so happy for us and for you, Reverend Lydia Joy. And she's going to be with us for a little while until she gets clear on where God's calling her next. So she's here with us now. So I want to acknowledge any of you who were born in March. Would you please stand? Let's acknowledge March birthdays. Lynn, Josh, Marty, all right. We had about 25 people in the first gathering, and no one was born in March. Can you imagine? It was kind of surprising. So I want to let you know that we're considering a men's retreat the third weekend in May. That's like May 20th-ish. Third weekend in May. So if you're interested, men, in a retreat going to Quest Haven, about 45 minutes from here, great retreat area. There's a sign-up sheet outside. Please sign that, and we will contact you about that. Contact you about the retreat. Okay, third and final thing. Next week, we change the clocks. We spring forward. So spring the clocks forward so you'll be here on time next Sunday. All right, and Lee, you have the rest of the announcements, right? Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lee Armentrout. I get to share with you the rest of the announcements. Reverend Sherry Ganand is here in the front. She could stand and say hi to everyone. She's leading a gathering on Zoom on Wednesday, March 16th at 6:30 to have an experience as a community, to be present to our feelings around those things that are happening in Ukraine. And also as a community to know the highest and the spiritual truth of those as well. So 6:30, March 16th. It's a Wednesday. Lauren Grace is doing another painting and beverage party. It's on St. Patrick's Day, so the beverage will probably be grain. Grain wine doesn't sound good. But so you can sign up for that fun event. Lauren Grace does a wonderful job of leading us through creation of a painting, and we have fun with nibbles and things to drink as well. That's 17th, which is St. Patrick's Day, don't you know? And that's it for announcements. How about that?
Our beloved Annette Reidnauer, who's been treasurer for our community for a decade plus, her beloved brother Saul made his transition this last week. So I'm going to ask Annette to come up and her son Josh to come up as they light the memorial candle here on behalf of Saul. And it's got a great picture here of Annette and her brother Saul. So I'm going to invite you to say a few words.
So my brother Saul was my big brother, and he was my protector for my entire life. And I'm just very, very, very blessed to have had such a close, warm, loving relationship with him. We both grew up in the Bronx in New York, but he lived in New Hampshire most of his life and had this enormous love for gardening. He found God in plants and spent a good deal of his life growing beautiful things. It's just been an amazing week for me, and I just wanted to express how grateful I am for our spiritual traditions and faith here, because he went from a month ago playing tennis and being really vital and, strong to having passed. And during that period, I hung on to the knowing of the Spirit is forever. And I think if it wasn't for Rev Kev and all of you and our traditions, it would have been much, much harder. So I'm grateful for our community.
So, and I know that this event here, this small ritual is meaningful as well, since it's going to be a while since they're doing a ritual for your brother. So Annette and nephew Josh are going to light the candle. So I invite us to take a breath in. I invite you to place your hands over your heart. So this is a time we remember for ourselves, for Annette and her family. This is a time we remember that Saul's life continues on. Because this is the one thing, right, that all spiritual traditions tell us. That life continues on. So let's just join together in that knowing. And let's just imagine and know for Saul that he moves up the spiral of life, that he is assisted by beings of light, by angels, by his ancestors, that he is safe, that he has a deeper awareness of love, that he is gently carried to his next full expression. Let us know for Annette and for Josh and for Sarabella and for Saul's wife and kids. Let us know for them the peace that is experienced when we know that life is forever. Let's know that for them. And in this sacred space, I invite you to call out anyone's name, any loved one who has made their transition, and let's just hold all of those in a warm embrace of love. And here now in this moment, we know that life is all connected with each other. That there is a wholeness, a unity throughout all of life. And in this web of connection, we hold the Ukraine, we hold Russia, we hold all beings now. We let the candle remind us that there is a divine flame within every being, human or not. And we let love surround us.
We love surrounds me now. Love, sweet love, calms the room. Love, sweet love, surrounds us now. Love is the only truth. Love is the only truth.
So we breathe in. Thank you for that. Bring your awareness back to the room. So about a couple months ago, my cousin, I have a cousin that lives in Hawaii, he called me and he says, I know this Buddhist monk who's in Hawaii, and I think he should come speak at your center. And I'm like, well, okay, have him contact me. So Bante contacted me and said he's the Buddhist monk that my cousin spoke about. And so I said, well, could you send me a YouTube? I'm thinking so I could make sure you're a Buddhist monk. So he sends me a really delightful YouTube about himself. It was just a really open-hearted, inspirational message. So I thought, yes. Then I called him back. Yes, please come talk to us. So he's here today to share with us inspiration. He's here to share with us a universal message. So Bante, come join us up here. Oh, you have it right there.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Reverend Kevin. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Bante Sujata. Of course, you can see now I'm a Buddhist monk. Are you happy about it? Yeah, so good. So I was born and raised in Sri Lanka, and age 10 I left home, and age 11 I became a Buddhist monk. Now almost 40 years I'm practicing as a monk. Sometimes people are kind of surprised how I became a monk such a young age. And so I don't know why I did that anyway. So when I go to the temple, one day my master, my head monk who ordained me, he asked me, do you like to become a monk? So in a Buddhist country, when monks say something, we never say no to him. So just being respectful, I said yes. Look what happened. Now, rest of my life, I'm monkeying around. And so, which I'm very happy. I don't have any doubts about this journey. I'm so happy and content about this journey. So after I became a monk, I had the 10-year training. So it was a difficult and vigorous training. I used to live in a boot camp 10 years. For 7 years, I didn't go home at all. My parents come and visit me, but it's almost like a prison visit. So my teacher is always watching. So they cannot give gift to me. I cannot give anything to them. So that's how my first 10 years passed. So then after graduated, I left the country. I was in Australia for a while. Then I came to Detroit, Michigan. So being in Detroit, I felt I want to find out what is America. When I was in Detroit, I felt I'm living in little Sri Lanka with my own Sri Lankan people. I was so comfortable, but little Sri Lanka is their food, language, and everything because I cannot speak English. So then I made the decision I have to go my own. I want to understand this country, about these people, maybe something I can do differently. So then I left. One of my friends helped me to write a letter to different churches. I sent more than 50 emails. So I got 2 responses, and one from Georgia, Atlanta, where I'm living now, other one in Woodstock, Illinois. So you know the Groundhog Day movie? So that is the place they filmed. And so I'm in front of that place. And so after I go to that church, the minister helped me to establish my life in there. He introduced me to a family. So I used to live with that family 9 years. I was doing babysitting for that family, and because of those 2 children, I learned how to speak English. So I'm the first and only Buddhist monk in the whole world did the babysitting. And it was very interesting journey. I love it. They are my family. One child going to Sri Lanka with me. Now they are not really children, they are adults. So anyway, one day minister called me and said, don't hide, please come to the church and teach meditation to my community. So I said, I cannot speak English in front of people. I'm very sorry, I cannot. So my no didn't work. Being a Buddhist monk, very difficult to say no. Why? I am not trained to say no. Now being in America, I know how to say no now. American people train me how to say no, thank you so much. So I'm very comfortable to say no now. So anyway, I started my first meditation class at the Unitarian Church basement 20 years ago. I was so scared. I was so nervous, scared to death. There were 3 people sitting in front of me. I don't know what to say. I totally lost my words. I just smiled. And they smile at me. I smile again. Back and forth, we smiled to each other like 15 minutes, and then they left. So then I talked to Minister Dan. I said, I cannot do that. He kind of got upset with me. He's a 6-foot-tall guy, 96 years old. He passed away during the COVID. So he grabbed my hand and pushed me to a chair, and he said, sit down, I want to talk to you. So then he said, something beautiful happening in your life, so you have to do this. So that moment I felt maybe I can do it. Then he said, try one more time, then you can give up. So then I started my second meditation next Saturday. Same 3 people sitting in front of me. Actually, I was praying myself, please people don't show up. But my prayer didn't work at all. They are sitting there. Now I said few words, whatever I said, they really like it. Now they are coming every Saturday morning and Monday night. I did 9 years. 9 years later, church administration came to me and said, we are going to sell this church. It is 120 years old building. So they asked me, how about you purchase this building? I said, I'm a monk. How come I have money to buy a church? So anyway, I announced to people. People were so generous, local American. They helped me to purchase the building. So now I'm a Buddhist monk. I have a church. So the beauty of my temple or church, so when you walk into the building, first thing you will see 14 feet tall Jesus. Other side, 9 feet tall Buddha. That is the only place or the church or the temple in the whole world. Buddha and Jesus standing together side by side, practicing loving kindness and mindfulness under the same roof. I was thinking, if I take all their historical background out from the building, more than the Jesus, I am disrespecting to the Buddha. So therefore, Buddhist teaching is accepting and respecting and loving kindness. So I kept it because I used to live with him 9 years. Rest of my life I can live with him. Now we are practicing loving kindness and mindfulness with Jesus and the Buddha. If you come to Chicago, please visit our temple. Now I am traveling around the world and sharing this message. I started another 5 centers around the country. And so people took message to the world. Wherever people travel, then I have to go with them too. That's what happened here. June and Dwayne, who is living here part-time and living in Wisconsin, close to our temple, then they invited me to come to San Diego. So now I am here. So first what I want to do with you, let's do a short meditation. So after that, I'm going to share some wisdom with you. Okay, please keep your back straight. Gently close your eyes. Take few deep, long breaths and relax your whole body. Please do it 3 times. Experience relaxation and peace. Feel harmony with your body. Feel close to yourself. Now send your loving thoughts towards yourself, thinking, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. If you know how to love yourself, it is much easier for you to love others. In this moment, understand power of self-love, self-caring. I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. In the beginning of our loving kindness practice, we use words to make our intention. Every time when you are repeating those 3 words, understand what it means to you. Now instead of me, you can say, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. We are not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. Right now, in this present moment, I am well, I am happy, I am peaceful. Having loving motivation towards yourself Now slowly turn your attention to the subtle sensation of the breath. Every breath you take in, you take out, is taken mindfully. Focus on your natural, ordinary breaths. No need to repress your thoughts. No need to control your thoughts. Control does not work. Instead of controlling your mind or your thoughts or your emotions, observe them. Be a silent observer. Observe what is coming and what is going. No need to react. Let them be. Again and again, each time, if you are distracted by a thought or a feeling or an emotion, bring your mind back to the breath or present moment. Sometimes meditation seems to be difficult because our concentration is not well developed. It takes time. Therefore, be patient. Keep doing. You cannot breathe last moment. You cannot breathe the next moment. Only this moment. observe your mind, observe your body. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is calm, tranquil, and peaceful. We all have Buddha nature in us. This means, like a seed, a Buddha mind is within us, waiting to grow. By cultivating the right condition from the little seed, we all have beautiful opportunity to grow in complete Buddhas. Now bring your palms together close to your heart. This means respect. Respect to yourself and others. The second meaning is going inward, introspection. The third meaning is surrendering your ego. Become a humble person without being a doormat. Please talk to your inner little Buddha right now by thinking the following words. I love my life. I will refrain from overestimating it. I love my life. I will refrain from underestimating it. I love my life. I will refrain from extremes. I love my life. I will find balance by finding and practicing the middle way. The middle ground is holy ground. The middle holy ground is the perfect place for me to practice and grow my Buddha nature. Today I am celebrating my inner Buddha nature by making my determination to keep my life in this middle path. One day I will leave behind my practice here in this world for another 1,000 people to discover and cultivate the seed of Buddha nature within them. This is my daily practice. This is my daily determination. Now I am going to do a short chant, give blessings to all of you. This chanting called Healing and Loving Kindness chant. Please receive. Bahun sahasmabhinim mita sayudhantang girimekalang udita ghora sasena marang dana didhamma vidhina jitva munindo tante jasa bhavatu te jaya mangalani nalagiring gajavarang atimanta bhutang davangi cangka masaniva sudarunantang metambuseka vidhina Jitva munindo Tante jasa bhavatu te Jaya Mangalani. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful. Choose loving kindness. Thank you very much. Please open your eyes. Okay, I hope everybody had a good meditation. So thank you so much. So before COVID, still we do, and before we face into the COVID, I was thinking I have very exciting life. Why I was thinking like that? Because last 20 years, right after I started the Blue Lotus Temple outside of Chicago, wherever people travel, people invited me to come and share this teaching around the world. So then I was traveling almost 200 days per year before COVID. So after COVID, so I realized my life is not excited anymore. Why? Every day I'm somewhere else today, going to Europe or going to Hawaii or always somewhere in the world. So middle of nowhere, my life is totally changed. Now I cannot travel. Within a week, all my international travel, my retreats, I was planning to do different places, especially South America, everything was cancelled. Now I have lots of free time. It's very interesting. So I was thinking, now I have lots of time, what I'm going to do, I'm living by myself. So, and also we have a house next to the temple, next to the church, other monks are living there. So before the temple, I had the little place, I was living there by myself. I was thinking, I'm bored, I'm going and live with other monks. We have 3 of them. So, I didn't get the permission from them because I'm the head monk. And so I just took my stuff and I moved to the temple. I am living with them in my room now. So one day I realized, right after I moved to the temple house, monks are doing really well, but they are so quiet and they are kind of not happy. I was thinking something wrong. I'm a fun, easygoing person. And then I was asking youngest one, what's going on here? I'm usually not with them all the time. Then he said, we have an issue. I asked, what is that? We don't like you are around us. He was very honest. I asked, why? I'm a fun person. So then he said, you are fun now, not before. I asked, what does that means? So when I compare to my age and their age, there's a big gap. So they said, right after I graduated from the school, like 30 years ago, I was teaching as a young teacher in the monastic school. So monastic training is anyway very tough, like a military training. So when I was teaching in the school, those monks, they are like a baby monks, teenage monks. So they were in my classroom, I remember, but they were thinking I'm a tough teacher. So they remember, I'm not unkind person, but I was tough. No chance for them, they have to study. So it is funniest thing what they said, how much they don't like me, they even hate my shoes. I asked them, how come you hate my shoes? Every morning when they come to in afternoon when they come to the school, first thing they check, where is my shoes? If they see my shoes in front of the building, that means I am there. They hate my shoes, they want to throw my shoes away. So therefore, right after I moving to the temple, they have that old memory in their head, they are kind of tight. So however I address it, Then after that, we had the blast. We had lots of fun cooking and doing things. So that means we all have some kind of wounded minds. Now think about it. I was thinking, people call me Bante Sujata, the loving kindness monk, but I'm not always, be careful. And so, now I changed my life for God after many years later. So then I was thinking, now I'm doing well with them. I have lots of time. So therefore, I had to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm doing online classes and live program. And one day I was thinking, I'm keep walking outdoors in the nature. So while I'm walking, almost 10 miles, 8 miles, I'm every day keep walking. Summer days, I'm tired and exhausted and very hot outdoors. I was so tired, and I was thinking I want to sit down and I want to focus. Then I saw in that big park, there are lots of oak trees, and there was a little pond, like a little lake. I was thinking there are lots of Canadian geese there. I was sitting under that oak tree, I was watching them. No place to go, no hurry to go. I'm not waking up for the schedule anymore. I'm just enjoying my time. In that moment when I was sitting under that oak tree, I'm very honest, I'm telling you today. I felt certain things in my life many years ago when I was a child, when I was a young monk, certain things in my life I didn't address properly. Okay? So they are little negative, dark, painful. I don't want to looking at them. Being busy, having an exciting life in the world, and traveling and teaching and sharing this message to people, what I did, those dark areas in my life, I was hiding. I was kept them aside. I don't want to looking at them. Now when I have more free time, what is happening now? They are poking me. Hey, remember this? So it is so difficult and challenging and emotional for me. Why? I'm a human being. So even last 40 years I'm practicing. Then I felt that moment, I want to talk to somebody. It is very natural feeling we all have. I want to talk to somebody. The moment I had that feeling, then I had the big question mark, to who I am going to talk. Why? I'm a public person. Everybody knows me. If I talk to somebody, can I trust them? Then I felt, I know more teaching. Buddha said, don't trust people 100%. Why? We all are imperfect. Therefore, I was thinking, if I put something out, I cannot take it back. It is gone. Therefore, I don't want to talk. But I feel I want to talk, but I don't want to talk. So now I feel stuck. I don't know what to do, what to say, what to think. So then I was sitting and putting my back to that big oak tree. I was thinking, how about this? I'm going to talk to this oak tree. This oak tree is not judging me. He is not thinking about something bad or negative about me. I'm going to talk to this oak tree. It's kind of funny, right? So then I was thinking, that's a good exercise. I'm going to talk to this oak tree. Hi, oak tree. I am here. I need your help. I have this issue and problem. I'm in pain. Can you help me? So I'm kind of building the conversation with this oak tree. Every day I'm walking, sitting under that oak tree. That big, huge oak tree became my best friend. I'm keep talking to this oak tree. Actually, oak tree saved my life. Okay? So then what happened, I address all my issues. I call my enlightenment, my Bodhi tree is that oak tree. So now I have all the memories, what happened in my life. Now they are not hurting me anymore. But I am not trying to delete those memories from my mind, which I cannot. They are there. But I am smiling to them now. They are healed, but still the scar is there. So it's like a dead volcano. So we can hike the volcano, it is not active anymore. We can hike. but it's claimed it is not active. After I go to the top of the volcano, I can see burned lavas, the burned rocks and sand and black sand. That means there was a volcano. So I was totally fine now. And so actually in psychology, what happened? Instead of talking to that tree, that's the analogy I'm using, but I was talking to another person I created in front of me. I made the conversation with that person. So then the Buddhist history, during the Buddha's enlightenment, he did the same thing. He was, imagine another person in front of him, he was having a conversation. Solve his problem. I think that's a good practice. Please do it. If you don't have a friend, find a tree. How wonderful, right? How wonderful. So now I'm doing good, I'm happy, monks are happy, no problems, and everything is going well. Then middle of nowhere, my sister called me and said, now your dad, my father, is a critical condition, so lots of issues, time to come home. I said, I cannot come home, all the airports are shut down. Then right away she was upset. She never asked me things in my whole life. Then she said this, last 40 years of being a monk, you serve the world. Do you think serving the world is very important without your parents? That's it. She said, no need to give me an answer, think about it. That's really hit my heart. I didn't have any time to go and help them. So then I thought, however, I had to go. Then no planes to go. However, I talked to the embassy in Washington, D.C. They set up, almost it's a cargo flight. So I traveled to Sri Lanka 24 hours like a spaceman. I was eating like this, hiding. And so then I did 28 days quarantine. It was like a prison, very strict there. So then I went to see my father. I can see he's getting angry, little violence, I don't know what to do. I was watching and observing, then I realized he has dementia. So I cannot explain to my mom, or they cannot understand those things. I took him to the doctor and I spoke in English in front of my father, otherwise he hear what I'm talking about. So then I figured it out. I kept him in the hospital 1 week. I took him home with new medication. Then I'm tired and exhausted. I never stay with my parents when I go there because I'm not used to. I always go to the temple or the meditation center. I left father. I said, Dad, I will come and see you tomorrow. Just sleep. Then I went to the meditation center. Early morning, I woke up. I came to the balcony. It's at top of the mountain. I saw bottom of the mountain at the gate, somebody wandering around in dark. Then I was thinking, who is that early morning? So I sent the staff and check who is there. Then my father is there. I don't know what he's doing early morning. I don't know how he get there. What he did, he sneaked out from the house, get into a taxi, no money in his hand, and he came to see me. He was so confused. Then I called my mom and asked, where's Dad? Oh, he's sleeping. I said, no, he's here. And so that moment, I couldn't control myself. Why? I was tired and exhausted, 2 weeks working with him, and I was a little mean to him. The way I talked to him, a little rude. I'm very honest about it. The moment I said all the words to my dad, he was just looking at me. He has so much love and respect for me. I know that because I'm a monk. And so he was just looking at me, didn't say a word. No explanation, nothing. I'm keep mean to him. So it took like 5 minutes. He just looking at me. I saw his dark, gray, sick, painful eyes. When I see his dark, gray, painful eyes, I saw myself in his eyes. Get it? I saw myself in his eyes. That is me. That means one day, somewhere in my life, I will be like this. In that moment is an awakening moment for me. My dad became my reflection. I call the mirror practice. I think that is my deeper realization about life. This is how I think about that situation now. So we always, Buddhist people or your religious background, always you are thinking maybe God, Jesus or the Buddha appear in front of you in different forms. Like maybe if Buddha come, look like me, wearing a robe, shaved head, that's what Buddha coming. That's what we are thinking and believing. I was thinking Buddha came to my life as a sick father. There is no reason for him to come and see me that morning, sneaking from the house. He came to see me to teach me the lesson. Son, even you are a monk, one day this is what happening to you. I want to teach this lesson before I leave. So he gave me whole lesson. Now I think my father is my Buddha. After that I came back, returned to the United States. Week later he passed away. So I couldn't go to even funeral. So now I'm thinking we have problems in life. Now think about all the problems we have in life. If you think they are problems, every day they are problems. If you can change your perspective, how you are looking at these problems, definitely you can learn something from it. Every situation, every incident, every challenges you are facing in life, always there is a lesson. Are you ready to learn that lesson? When you're driving, somebody honking you, don't get mad. Don't need to chase him or her. And learn the lesson. What is the message they are going to teach me? What is the message I am receiving right now, which is very important. So therefore, always people trying to find the world, peaceful place in this world, never find that place. So sometimes you feel tired and exhausted. You want to run away from all the world matters. So one day I was in Maui with Pete and Reverend Kevin's cousin. Before I do the class, I saw a man just walking. First year when I was in Maui, he came to me, Bante, how are you doing? What are you doing here? I was thinking, how come there is a person in Maui? I don't know. Do you remember me? I said, yes. And so then he used to live in Chicago. Now he is moving to Maui. I asked him, how come you are in Maui? No, Bante, before I was in Chicago, I was so bored. I don't like all the people in Chicago. I decided to moving to Phoenix. Then I was thinking Phoenix is hot and wonderful. It's great. Now I was living there 2 years in Phoenix. No, I don't like it. It is so painful. I don't like those people. Then one of my friend called me from Maui and said, please come to this island. This is the paradise. It's called the Healing Island. So you can find the healing. Then I was thinking, no, I don't like Phoenix. I'm going to Maui. Then he settled down in Maui. Then I asked him right away, are you happy now here? Then he said no. So now he is running place to place and island to island, city to city, looking for joy, happiness and contentment. He never found it. I said, if you do that, you never find it at all. Therefore, if you want to find peace, contentment, happiness, it is within you, not outside of you. So therefore, when you say, I have problems, that means solution is next to it. When we have a solution, there's another problem. Problem and solution always going back and forth. When you have a problem, there's a solution. There's a solution, there's a problem. So, what I am asking you today, all the problems we have in your life, can you separate from those problems? I call the garbage. I call the garbage. The world has lots of problems. I call the garbage. You are part of that garbage. So what usually we do when we see garbage, we jump into garbage bin. After we jump into the garbage bin, what will happen? We smell so bad. Then what we are doing? We are complaining to other people, because of you I am smelling bad, because this is your garbage. But who asked you to jump into the garbage bin? So if you see garbage, what we can do? You can clean it, number one. Or you can hide it if you cannot clean it. If you cannot hide it, you can walk around it. Or if not, you can run away from it. But don't hate garbage. Garbage always one day turn into compost. Then you can use it for good. So therefore, all the problems you have in your life, you can use to make your life better and peaceful experience. So the Buddhist analogy, be a lotus flower. No mud, no lotus. So the moment we take out from the water and the mud, lotus will die. Why? Lotus get all the nutrients from the mud and water, but always it is above the water, above the mud. So when you are living in this world, when you have faced into all the problem, go above, learn the lesson, go above, be a lotus flower, give joy to the world. Now my temple, my last thing, my temple we call the Blue Lotus Buddhist temple. Why it is Blue Lotus? That is the national flower in Sri Lanka. Very difficult to find the blue lotus, very rare flower. Now think about the lotus in the morning, they open to the world and very happy and joyful. Then all the bees come into this lotus flower to get the nectar. So end of the day, bees has to remember to leave the lotus flower, otherwise what will happen to the lotus flower? Close it, and if you don't leave it, you will die there. Therefore, don't attach to the lotus flower. Go and just do your party there and enjoy it, and end of the day just leave, don't attach to it. So therefore, what I'm asking, we all have problems in life. If you can change your perspective to looking at that problem different way, always you can learn from those situations and problems and issues we have in life. If you have any annoying person in your life, don't get mad with those people. They are the little Buddhas and helping you to find peace and happiness. So therefore, try to be a lotus flower. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that was so beautiful, Bante. Thank you
so
so much. That was really beautiful. Let's give him some more love. And now I believe our beautiful Lorraine Iverson is coming forth with conscious giving.
Good morning. As you know, February was our Conscious Giving Commitment Month, and February ended. And I want to thank all of you that made a commitment to your center. We're still figuring it all out, and we do still have time to get more cards in. If you didn't make your commitment, there's cards in the back of the seats, there's cards in the back of the room. You can do that at any time. And I want to thank you always for your generosity on an ongoing basis, on a weekly basis, and for supporting us. We have balanced our budget for the year. Some of you were at the meeting, the annual meeting, and we actually ended last year in the black again, so that makes us very happy. Our new budget does still reflect a 10% cut in the staff's wages. In order to balance it, we did have to cut that. And we'd like to bring everybody back to full. So whatever you can do to help us get it back to that, we would be very, very grateful. Wanted to let you know, you're all familiar with the Global Heart Tithe, I believe. If you're not, this is a percentage of 10% of everything we take in goes out to people that are doing good in the world. And this month we are helping the people of Ukraine. We are sending them $2,000 to the IRC, and that's the International Rescue Committee. What we learned, and the reason that we selected them, is that for $108, we can house, correct me if I'm wrong, 8 families for $108 a month. So we're sending $2,000. Do the math, because I can't. So we're helping a lot of people find housing as they're being evacuated out of there. And that's all you. That's all you helping them. So I thank you so much for that. I thank you for your generosity to our center and to the world. So, as Gino said, this is our time for giving and receiving. So I'd like to ask you if you have a gift to hold it to your heart, or just put your hands on your heart and close your eyes and know that we are a light in this world, and that what we give comes back, and what comes back we give, and so on and so on. And so it is. Thank you.
Gino and our house band. Thank you all. Thank you. So I also want to acknowledge you for your vulnerability in sharing with us, and sharing your vulnerability and then sharing with us how you apply spiritual truth to that. So very inspiring. Thank you. And do you want to say?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, you have.
Okay, I want to make one announcement. We passed that email list. Every morning I am sending a little wisdom. It's called the Morning Coffee Wisdom with Bante. Almost 20,000 people get it in the morning. So if you sign up for that. And also that back table, there are a couple of items. It's called the Choose Loving Kindness item, t-shirts and little Buddhas. And also one of my books. All other books are gone. If you want to get that, I'm so grateful. Last 22 years, I'm helping pregnant women and the babies in Sri Lanka. Every year, I'm bringing 300 6-month-old pregnant women to my home temple in Sri Lanka. I'm teaching them how to practice loving kindness with the belly and the baby. I did 22 years, and also I donated 22 incubators and 1 ultrasound scanner for the babies and the mothers. And I think it is very close to my heart, because mothers going wrong, the world is going wrong. So therefore I want to respect to them. So if you are interested to purchase something, please always, I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
So 100% of those 100% of that goes for this charity, yeah. And then tomorrow night, 6:30 is a workshop he's doing, and 60% of that goes to the pregnant mothers as well. Thank you. So let's all stand. And would you lead us in a blessing?
Yeah.
Bante.
Okay, close your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with all our noble, like-minded people. The message I was passing to you, please take into your life and let it process today during the day. I am sending you love and blessing and peace. I am going to do a short chant. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. May peace be with you. Thank you.
Let's lift our voices up and sing, we let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let the peace. We let the peace wash over us. We let it be. Let the joy. We let the joy wash over us. We let it be. Let the love. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. Let it be. I love you, Universal Spirit Center. Go in peace. Please go visit his table. That's wonderful. I love you.